hard night in our community, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony of the Morse High School class of 2022. At this point, I'd like to welcome my fellow class members, Nina Ryan, Lauren Bukowski, Hadley Wong, Allison Revlin, Olivia Dugan, and Audrey Cruz up for the singing of the national anthem. Please excuse my classmates as they are unable to remove their caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the guns bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
An orchestra is composed of a multitude of instruments. Each one sounds good on its own, but when every instrument plays together, the collaborative sound is a new level of wondrous. In the class of 2022, each one of us has our own goals, passions, strengths, and weaknesses. The singers, the athletes, the geniuses. Each one sounds great on its own, but all of our instruments together create a sound much more magical. Many of you know that there was contention over our class motto, a heated debate between the show must go on and ball regardless. Well, we settled for the show must go on. The root of both mottos are the same, highlighting our ability to unite and make things happen, whether creating a girls' football game tradition, staying connected through a music video during quarantine, or congregating for the sunrise to celebrate the beginning of senior year. This March, on a 17-degree day, 30 of us gathered at the beach to plunge into the ocean, raising money for project graduation. Now, with 5 people, it would have been a quick event, strictly for fundraising. With 10, it would have been worth a photo or two, but with 30, it was momentous. It took every person putting aside the potential for hypothermia and their Sunday plans to make it happen. Isaac with his camera, Soren jumping in first, Trevor stumbling in late, those not plunging holding blankets for the rest of us. All of us playing our instruments together. The class of 2022 leaves here today to go our separate ways, each one of us following our own tune. But I know that when we return for our alumni banquets and alumni weekends, in 5 years, and 10 years, and 50 years, our rhythm will click right back into place, and our show will keep going on. Thank you.
afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you staff, family, and friends of the graduating class for your support through the challenges and triumphs of the past 4 years. Thank you, Mom, for your positive influence, for encouraging me sometimes more than I would like in all of my endeavors, and most importantly, for all of the chocolate chip cookies you've baked me. I urge my fellow graduates to identify the individuals who have impacted your high school experience and to tell them thank you at some point today. I will now recite an excerpt from The Auguries of Innocence, a poem by the great English visionary and inspiration to Mr. Sannon's AP Lit class, William Blake. Seeing the world in a grain of sand, and a sky in a wildflower, is to have infinity in the palm of the hand, and eternity in an hour. In Blake's eternal grains of sand and wildflowers that reveal infinity, small details of life reflect the larger picture. Shortly, a life beyond the walls of 826 will commence for the 131 graduates of the class of 2022. Here today are artists, athletes, early graduates, vocational students, and more, each having contributed their unique perspectives to Morse. Like grains of sand, we have collectively influenced the culture and values of the school, while Morse has provided relationships and experiences that will play an impactful role in the rest of our lives. Let us appreciate coming together for senior sunrise and sunset, the excitement of football games this fall when we finally stop losing 40-0, Mr. O'Leary banging his helmet in the pit, and catching up on the latest edition of the Morse sausage. I can vividly remember my first day of freshman year, feeling nervous and overwhelmed as I walked through swarms of faculty, students, and alums shouting, "You matter." Yet that statement, that each of us matters, has continuously been proven through personal experiences at Morse, and is a message that I will never forget. As expressed by Blake, our infinity and the eternity of Morse's profound impact on our lives is impossible without the contributions of each graduate. May we continue to think, care, and act as we pursue paths that yield fulfillment and joy in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily, and congratulations to the class of 2022. It is truly an honor to be speaking in front of you all today. It's incredible to think that from this day forward, we can pursue any path we choose and be anything we want to be. However, I personally find one exception to the limitless possibilities available following the end of high school. I could never be a fisherman. I clearly lack the physical strength that such a strenuous occupation requires. And I would feel like an imposter if I tried to hold a conversation with the men hanging around the wharf. However, I have familiarized myself with their altered New England dialect through the phone of my fisherman father, Timmy. He could probably bait a hook before he could count to 20, and he likely would have skipped his own graduation if the fish were out biting. My dad loves fishing more than anything else in the whole world. His Instagram bio was fisherman first, father second, for several months, and I'm only 80% sure it was a joke. Although we share the same blood, we certainly don't share the same passion. While hauling 400-pound tuna fish into a boat in 80-degree weather obviously sounds appealing, spending the next 40 years collecting sunburns alone on the open seas would make me even more stressed than giving this speech right now. I could never do what my dad does. Likewise, if I asked him to find the derivative of e to the cosine pi x over 5, I think his head might implode. But I think that's the beauty of diverse skills, as our talents are applicable to our world in different yet important ways. This variation in skills is not unique to my family, as it can clearly be observed in our class as well. Among us are future lawyers, writers, doctors, teachers, shipbuilders, and of course, fishermen. None of our paths will look the same, and this is not because of a difference in intelligence, hard work, or determination, but because of differences in our passions. My passion for math drives me towards my academics, while my dad's passion for fishing sent him to work on the water. As Timmy says, if we were all the same, we'd run into each other. Our different skills and passions both set us apart and set us up for our future successes. As all of you move on to your next phase of life, whether it be seeking higher education, entering the workforce, or catching tuna fish, I implore you to pursue your path based on your passion. Thank you.
How are we doing out there? Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe I snuck up on you. I said, how are we doing out there?
Thank you, Laura, for that excellent speech.
You know, growing up in school, I always thought I could be more, but felt like I was constantly denied this feeling by the scores on my tests. Academically, a lot of my scores have been average. In math, reading, writing, even my Spanish is a C. For those who don't know, that means so-so. I was also notorious for taking a really long time on tests. In elementary school back at West Bath, as all the kids were piled into the library for the spring state test called the NUIA, I was always stopped at the end of the session as my friends ran out the door. The teacher would say, "Oh, don't worry, Isaac. You can finish it after school in the principal's office." Awesome, that's exactly how I wanted to spend my afternoon every year, every spring. And eventually, I would work hard and I'd read questions and passages again and again, and it all paid off with an average score. After teachers saw that I was in the good range, they'd be like, "Awesome, Isaac, you're right where you should be." And I'd be like, "Yeah, but it took me 5 extra hours to do it." I kept asking questions. I stayed curious, watching my classmates start to find their own passions, until the pandemic offered me an opportunity. With lots of time on my hands, I started to make films, lots of films. When we couldn't talk face to face or meet up because of the pandemic, that's when I found my passion for film. I felt I could communicate by establishing important messages in my videos. I loved telling people stories. One of the most important lessons that I've learned, to put it simply, is curiosity and questions lead to opportunity. Our entire world is built on the human connection. My family and I own the Bath Street Shop in downtown Bath, and other than learning how to package licorice, I have found that being curious can change your life in ways that are positively unpredictable. I know this because it happened to me. Last summer, I would ask customers about their day or about a certain article of clothing that they would wear because I was genuinely interested in the people who came in through my shop. These questions sparked conversations that led to connections. I found that being friendly and observant created opportunities. I talked to people from Puerto Rico, San Francisco, and I even ran into this alleged mob boss from New York City who loved chocolate-covered gummy bears. That's a story for another time, and you didn't hear it from me. I'm not saying that every candy store interaction was a life-changing experience, but the enriching engagements that I had with these people helped me learn about the variety in our world. I learned about cryptocurrency, travel abroad programs, even colleges across the country. And you don't need to go up to every person and start some deep philosophical conversation. The world does not work that way. Curiosity and questions, they lead to opportunity. And you can do that too. You know, I found that everyone has their unique abilities and passions. I can't fix cars like Campbell Wyman, recite pi and do math like Laura Larachelle, can't haul lobster traps like Jake Percy, do hair and makeup like Caroline Skrosky, shred the guitar like Devin Rosano, be a medical genius like Cody Emerson. I can't conceptualize houses like Cassidy Hart and Drew Walden, or dunk and get touchdowns like Gabe Coyne, or even cook like Anthony Pelletier. The list goes on. I still take a wicked long time on tests. But curiosity has led me to what I am passionate about. Never stop asking questions and never stop being curious. What do you have to lose? Next time you're out wondering about something, don't be afraid to ask questions. If nothing happens from these interactions, so what? If you let curiosity take the wheel, you'll eventually uncover a path you never saw coming. My hope for all of us is that we commit from today on to curiosity and asking questions, because the connections are out there. You don't have to have a high test score to find them. Thank you very much. Love you guys.
Good morning. Coming into high school, I think we, as class 22, were all warned by adults around us that being a teenager is going to be really tricky, right? So I definitely expected a challenge when I came to high school. But little did I know that the world would turn upside down in the middle of our high school career. To the class of 2022, I am so proud of us. Individually, each one of us are unique and talented in ways we have or have not discovered yet. We've worked hard, struggled through all of our personal failures, we've celebrated our wins, and I hope everyone sitting with me feels like they have accomplished something meaningful in the past 4 years. But now that high school's over, I want us to look forward to our inevitable, individual, and unique futures. Many of us are moving away from the support systems we know to new ones. Because of that, I want to ask that we don't be afraid to speak up for ourselves. When it comes to your future, be loud. Be straightforward with what you want and who you want to be with. Being courageous enough to say what you want can give you opportunities you didn't know were available. I'm grateful for my guidance counselor, Mrs. Newberg, who has listened and helped me navigate through my 4 years of high school so I could pursue my interests and discover new ones. One thing she always told me, and it might just be a department quote, but I still really appreciated it, was something along the lines of, "If that's what you want, we can do it and I will support you." Her support has been incredible and very important to me, and she will be missed at 826. Another thing those around us have told us is that we will be different people by the time we are seniors. I figured it was true, but I didn't expect to be this different. When I was a freshman, my career goals were completely different than they are now. I will use skills I learned here at Morse High School, like communication and resilience, for the rest of my life. Now I want to take some time to say thank you, although I can't really fully express it up here. Thank you to all the teachers who have been immensely supportive and kind, whether I was in their class or not. We have some really amazing teachers here at Morse. Thank you to my friends, and also my teachers, who have listened to me complain almost every single day, and shared my accomplishments with me. Thank you to my family, who has always been and always will be one of my biggest support systems, and encourages me in my academic, spiritual, and physical pursuits. Thank you to God for helping me get here today and helping me reach potentials I didn't know I had. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Hello. For those of you who don't know me but recognize my last name, you may know my father, David Beauregard, aka Dave or Mr. Beauregard. You might also know my mom, but she works in the top corner of the school no one wants to walk to, so probably not. I have a very vivid memory of walking down the hall as a freshman and an upperclassman tapping on my shoulder. I turned around freaked out and he asked, "Are you Dave's daughter?" In that moment, I realized my legacy had been set, and for the rest of my high school career, I had to deal with the look of realization when people realized who I was, or rather, who I was related to. For those of you who do know me, you'll know I'm not one for public speaking, so I've tried to make this as comfortable as possible by basing it off a poem, Ulysses by Alfred Tennyson. It little profits that an idle king by the still hearth among these barren crags. I'm not actually going to read the whole thing, because that would be awful, and nobody wants that, including myself. It's longer than this speech. Instead, you'll just have to trust me that the speech and my poem are connected. I stand here today and looked at all your bored faces, and think that we've really been through it. We're weathered and weary and just want to get out of here. Remember freshman orientation? 3 days of sitting on hard benches, being transported on extremely crowded buses, listening to people drone on and on about not doing drugs and why Morse was so amazing. And in the end, the only thing I remembered was the guy who did a flip. That was exhausting, and I didn't want to sit for a week afterwards. That should have been a warning of what was to come, because high school sure as hell didn't go as planned. Between distance learning and mental health deterioration, we've all dealt with more than most people have had to deal with. And we should be proud of that, of pushing through it all, in spite of and especially because of how long and hard we've worked. Not just those of us who made top 10, or those going to colleges or trade schools, not just those moving into the work field or the military, or even those who don't have anything figured out yet, because that's okay too, but all of us. And while none of us truly know what the future holds, and though we may be tired and worn out, we should also continue to be daring and adventurous, eager to continue pushing through barriers and learning about our surroundings. Because even though lockdown and COVID, it was truly awful, I think I learned more about myself and the world around me during that time than I ever could have during a normal high school experience. And I'm not talking about how to log into Zoom calls or how to mute yourself when you're not speaking, because I'm not sure all of us ever did learn how to do that. I'm talking about those little things. For me, it was that I love winter spiced tea, that Law & Order SVU is by far the best Law & Order, that I like women, and I even learned how to calm myself down when I'm anxious by thinking in French. If I didn't have those lonely days during quarantine when my parents were both at work, or those nights not sleeping because I was too worried about homework and my family getting sick, I don't know if I ever would have moved past chamomile tea packets. Or men. And I hope that you'll all learn something about yourself too, so that we can all take at least one positive thing out of quarantine and isolation. High school brought with it its own adventures, and we had our fun, but now it's over. No more homecomings where we jump around to Starships by Nicki Minaj, or dirty our suits and dresses by crouching on the floor during Flow Ride is Low. No more Friday night football games under the lights, screaming when touchdowns are scored and chanting along with the cheerleaders. Everything's going to change, and that's with it. But the good experiences we've had don't have to go away. We can continue to live our lives, try new things, take all of the life and joy from every day, and love every moment of what we have left. Because, and I lied, I am going to quote part of the poem here. Because we are one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong, and will strive to seek, to find, and not to yield. I was asked by the administration to speak to the 9th graders this year during their first day, and I'll quote something I said to them as we leave Morse High School. Nothing I will say could change the nerves you may be feeling right now, but just know everything is going to be fine, and I have confidence that every single one of you will do great. Thanks for listening.
Good afternoon. My name is Iris Hennon, and my speech is going to consist of a thank you note to Morse High School. I've always preferred to express gratitude through small gifts, especially ones I make. I love sewing, crocheting, and shaping stained glass to create presents for friends and family. I would rather spend hours working on a thank you present rather than a note, but today I have to use words because a school-wide craft project is not so practical. A good thank you note should contain a few critical elements. First, a salutation to greet the audience. Then, a sentence to simply say thanks. Next, a good note tells the reader a few specific, maybe unexpected, thoughtful details. It may also refer to a future reunion to anticipate. Of course, the note must end with a release, one that circles back to gratitude and perhaps love. Dear Morse High School, thank you for the special moments. We all remember the big events, the ones that are recorded, but I find small moments to be the most precious. I smile thinking about the memories of playing cahoots at the end of class, the therapy with Miss Nichols, and listening to the rock band before assemblies. The special moments are what emerge when I reflect on the past 4 years. They will be what I think of first when I think of Morse High School. Thank you for the timeless traditions. The Morse culture is unusually strong and goes back generations. As one of many students with multiple family members who attended Morse, I am proud to be a shipbuilder. I'm glad that future Morse students will experience traditions such as singing the blue and the white, attending senior tea, and dressing up for Spirit Week. Every time I've participated in an old tradition or the beginning of a new one, I think of all the students it connects me with. The sense of community is welcoming, and I love the connection of alumni to our school. Thank you for the opportunity to form relationships that contribute to the strong sense of home as we prepare to venture out into the world. Whether it be from matching face paint during a track race, collaboration during high-stress group rounds on a math team, or the end-of-school year parties in class, the unique collection of people I've met has defined my 4 years here. In addition to classmates, the strong dedication of the amazing Morse staff has encouraged students to develop, learn, and enjoy areas of passion. Thank you for work outside of school, on clubs, out-of-pocket spending to provide class treats, and honest feedback to help students grow. I'll treasure the mentors I've had and use the lessons I've learned as I move forward. While the class of 2022 leaves here today to begin a new chapter, our connection to Morse High School will persist. We will be proud alumni and carry what you've taught us to new places. You have prepared us well. Thank you, Morse High School, for the experiences of the past 4 years. Although moving on is a bit scary, I am excited for my new stage in life, and can only hope it will be the home you've been. In closing, I'd like to recite an Irish blessing commonly shared at moments of transition. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Love, Iris.
The Ames Award is dedicated to an individual who demonstrates the ability to know, care, and act. Over the last few years, this year's winner has exuded those traits. Katrina Barter is a Morse graduate, has also seen her own 2 wonderful children graduate from Morse High School. Katrina Barter received her bachelor's degree from Fort Kent and a master's degree from St. Joseph's College. She has served on the board of directors for the Sexual Assault Support Services of Midcoast, Maine, now known as SASM. She has been elected and served on the Phippsburg School Board. She's a beloved member of our community as the school nurse and her auxiliary roles with yearbook, class advisor, and theater. The pandemic has shined a spotlight on her as she leads us through this historic event. She has been incredibly effective in her work because she is a clear communicator and looks to provide the information needed in a way that is accessible to students and staff alike. Since the winter of 2020, Katrina Barter has been our leader and expert in everything COVID. During this time, she has remained up to date on the rapidly changing recommendations by the CDC and the DOE. Coordinated pool testing, responded swiftly to a positive test result, rapid testing when we are symptomatic, and contact tracing. Her job expanded tenfold in the last few years. She's educated us on what we need to do to care for ourselves, our families, and our students. During the pandemic, the school as a whole has a new appreciation for the vital role she plays in helping support the learning environment as it is as safe as it can be. We are blessed to have Katrina Barter's knowledge and her scope of practice and persistence in staying current. She cares deeply for her students and faculty and staff, and patiently responds to our questions no matter how many times she's answered the same one. She's a true professional, maintaining confidentiality and treating us with dignity and respect. And all this is done with a smile and a great sense of humor. Katrina connects with students and staff alike because she is honest, trustworthy, and steady. She cares for the people by meeting them where they are and supporting their immediate and long-term needs. I am grateful every day I have had the fortune to be a partner in keeping children well and able to learn. It is my honor to recognize the 2022 Dr. Patricia J. Ames Distinguished Teacher Award for Katrina Barter.
Thank you, Charlie. Please excuse me if I'm a little bit nervous, but I've never spoken in front of a crowd before, especially one of this size. But then it dawned on me that if I can be a school nurse during a pandemic, I can do just about anything. It's really nice to see so many family and friends here to celebrate the graduates, celebrating everything that we all have accomplished. Today, I would like to talk about time. When you're young, time seems to move really slowly, but the older we get, the faster time moves. Am I right? The years keep flying by, faster and faster. Time waits for no one. It will pass at its own speed. This is not something we can control. We have all been given the same gift of moments, a series of them that makes up our lives. And the one thing we can control is how we spend these moments. When used correctly, they contain the factors of happiness and growth. Every day when we wake up, we are given the chance to accept this gift. Some moments may not feel like a gift, but more like a challenge. Over the last 2 years, there were many nights and weekends where I had to make a choice on how I was going to spend my time. Was it going to be family or was it going to be work? And because of plenty of years to practice the give and take approach in our marriage, my husband and I came out on the other side happy and still liking each other. Granted, he did spend 4 months in Florida this winter, but when asked, we deny that this had anything to do with it. But back to you, the graduates. No moment is more important than now. Not after the summer, not after you start your career, not even after you have enjoyed 20 years of your retirement and relaxation. Right now, this moment is what is important. Today is the time to take the first step towards what you want. You are the gatekeeper. Your foot is on the accelerator. It's easy to point at others when things aren't going your way, to point at your environment, to not take responsibility. But you're the one that gets to make your own decisions. Believe it, because it can be that simple. You live the life that you choose. If you want to change your circumstances, change your life, begin making those changes now. Create a plan, move forward, and get out of your own way. Graduates, think about the teachers who devoted their time to you, the students. The teachers who chose to use their moments so that you have the opportunity to be here today and accept your diploma. Take this moment to think about the adults, whether it was a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, or an uncle. The ones that made sure you got up every morning and made it to school so that you could be here to graduate. Be thankful for all those people and the time that they invested in you. I am not only grateful for all of my coworkers who are amazing to work with, but also for my family. Without their continuous support, understanding, and encouragement every single day, I'm not sure I would be here to receive this recognition. The moments that we've spent together is who has made me who I am. An honest, compassionate wife, mother, daughter, friend, and a leader in my profession. So on a day like today, a day when you are surrounded by the people who love you, please take the time to reflect. But more importantly, be proud of yourselves. Use this moment to celebrate. To the class of 2022, use the moments that you've been given to be your own best version. Live the life that you want. Be you, be true to yourself. Congratulations.
As the principal of Morse High School, it is my pleasure to confirm that all of the seniors in front of me today have filled Morse High School's graduation requirements or the state of Maine requirements for a high school diploma. I could not be more proud. I could not be more proud of the class of 2022. They have faced many challenges in their years in high school, many of which we have heard today, and they have persevered. It is now time to award their diplomas.
Audrey Elizabeth Cruz. Hadley Wong. Drew Phoenix Walden. Isaac Daniel Ensel. Delaney Ann Pascuzzo. Laura Jane LaRochelle. Logan William Orcott. Lily Abigail Clifford. Isabel Lambert Strelnick. Brandon Kai Simmons. Aiden James Russell. Aiden Leonard Shields. Drew Jan Marichek. Sawyer Matthew Stead.
Madeline Eloise Owen. Jonah Paul Smith. Finnegan James Thalen. Fiona Alice Cashman. Caroline Elaine Skrosky. Lucas Christian Martin. Benjamin Mason Doty. Natalie Grace Damon. Cyrus Martin Allen. Elliot James Dorr. Nathaniel James Jewett. Jeremy Scott Higgy. Brooke Elizabeth Otis. Caden William Green. Gabriel Thomas Acoin. Julia Dawn Lucas. Aurora Ellen Marion Halfacre. Cecilia Noel Cole. Logan Jacob Rice. Naomi Rigney. Georgia Dawn Fisher. Kennedy St. Pierre. Ashlyn Janelle Wyman. Tanner Owen Mumsey. Wyman. Caitlin Marie Shutt. Alex Violet Valente. Samuel Roy Cliff. Alexander Raymond Masio. Haley Elizabeth Creamer. Thomas Raymond Charles Guile. Jackson Brian Percy. Aiden Max Kilby. Maggie Ann Moore. Amelia Terry Morse. Tyler Charles McCarran. Xavion Mackay Moore. Dawson Lee Trask. Jacob Stanley McCluskey. Devin James Rosano. Tyler Evan Rennick. Adam Lee Blair. Madison Elizabeth Griffin. Layla Ann Williams. Arcadia Roxanne Powers.
Adeline Elizabeth Young. Ren Grace Harmon Tatro. Alexandra Elizabeth Morton. Lauren Elizabeth Bukowski. Anthony Stephen Joseph Pelletier. Olivia Grace Dugan. Nina Elsie Ryan. Iris Patricia Hennon. Allison Marie Revlin. Emma Marie Beauregard. Sean Arthur Sprague. Miranda Lynn Burpee. Jansen Rice Morrison. Ryan Edward Anderson. Gracie Sheila Rolfe. Quentin Blaine Webster. Orlane Philomene Debawe Bognini. Day Adair Kent. Yay! Woo! Megan Jane Haggerty. Cody Norman Emerson. Olivia Eve Cunningham. Nylena Lisa Wilson. Trevor Thomas Hanna. Elliot Timothy Harkins. Grayson Lawrence Lavoie. Aspen Tobias Poulin. Olivia Kate Chabot. Lauren Cousins Gervais Pesh. Samuel Lewis Schultz. Edward John Cruz. Grayson Riley Fuller. Cassidy Lynn Hart. Kaylee Armstrong Jingro. Elizabeth Maxine Wallace. Madison May Potter. Emily May Tetzlaff. Gracie Jean Hawks. Caitlin Joanne Giroux. Catherine Grace Palmer. Soren Christian Langford. Nathan Patrick DeMerchant. Ryan Anthony Mack. Taylor Lynn Remery. Caitlin J. Kroll. Katie Alexandra Mary Gotuso. Greta Kathleen Crabtree. Racy Stream Gregg. Lily Alice Rice. Kyle Matthew Fredericks. Campbell James Wyman. Owen James Tucker. Joshua John Tremors. Mallory Ann Moore. Cole Willard Avery. Zachary Laurent Swanson. Margaret Diane Pinkham. Dylan Kane Philbrick. Deborah Elizabeth Emerson. Mackenzie Lynn Wilson. Emily Freedom Myers. Brandon Joseph Andrew. Caitlin May Brewster. Leona Marguerite Cartonio.
All right, Leona!
Lucas Jordan Quimby. Chase Carmine Nicolino. It is my distinct honor and privilege to present the newest graduate of Morse High School and member of the Bath High School Alumni Association, William John O'Connell.
graduated class of 2022.